find you have a lot of drama in your life and you're not sure how to make it stop, check out this video because I'm going to show you how to overcome the drama cycle for good. Hey everyone, it is Tiffany here with the Blue Lotus Mind Institute, and today I want to talk about the drama cycle. This is a topic I am incredibly passionate about, especially when you understand that the stats show that 95% of relationships are caught in a drama cycle. 95%, that is way too many. So I want to explain what the drama cycle is and then how you come out of it so that you can live your life from a place of being a creator. So this model was created by a guy named Stephen Karpman back in the 70s. And we have three players in this cycle. We have the victim, the perpetrator, and the rescuer. So let's say that you have that friend who is chronically late all the time. They're always late. They are a perpetrator. They make you the victim of their lateness. Now you should know that anytime we rescue someone or anytime we perpetrate against them, we automatically put that other person in the victim position. So you have a lunch date with a friend, they are 30 minutes late, you are now the victim of their lateness. Now they get there and they say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you have no idea, this happened to me this morning, I'll buy lunch. So they attempt to rescue you to make up for it. You have been sitting there waiting for 30 minutes and you have a lot of things to do today, so now you're kind of pissed. And you're like, you know what? Can't you get your crap together? Can't you set an alarm for 30 minutes early so that you can actually be on time for once? And you become the perpetrator, which moves your friend down into the victim position, and they say, I'm so sorry, you have no idea what happened to me today, my alarm didn't go off, and then the hot water tank broke, and then I got a flat tire, and they list off all these woe is me reasons, and now you feel bad because you're the perpetrator, so you end up buying lunch to rescue them and make their day better. And this circle goes around and around and around. Now we can also be in a drama cycle with ourselves. Let's say you've had a really bad day at work. You come home, you've been the victim of your day. So you decide to rescue yourself by eating some ice cream or drinking a bottle of wine. Then the sugar high wears off, or the next day you wake up feeling hungover or bloated or crappy, and all of a sudden you tell yourself, oh, such a loser. Why did I do this again? This is why I can't lose weight. This is why nothing in my life is ever right. Blah, 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 blah. The negative self-talk keeps going. You perpetrate against yourself and make yourself feel crappy again. And then you stay in this cycle going around and around and around. Now it's important to know that we have one particular place on this board that we like to play the most. So for me, I personally was the rescuer. I had to make everything else right for everybody else. I was a people pleaser, a doormat with no boundaries, because if I could look after all of you, then I would feel good. So the rescuer is the person who martyrs himself. They put everybody else first. They have no ability to set boundaries, and they have no ability for self-love. This is where mom guilt comes in, or guilt about spending money on themselves or spending time on themselves, saying no to something they really don't want to do. Those are the rescuers. The perpetrators are the jerks. They're the people who are always mad at something. They're selfish. You might see them as narcissistic. These are the people who are always lashing out at and attacking other people. Trolls, haters, keyboard warriors on social media, guess where you fall? And then we have the victim. This is the person who always plays the poor me card. The woe is me. You have no idea what I've been through. But they're also not willing to help themselves by making changes in their environment, and so they stay in the victim position. Here's what you need to understand. Rescuers love to rescue people, so they always attract victims into their life. The victims are enabled by the rescuers, so they don't have a reason to change. And the perpetrators, they don't really have a genuine complaint or something to genuinely be angry about, but they tend to get their way because they just bulldoze over people. So each of these positions is validated in some way by being there because they get what they feel like they're lacking. Each of these positions has an underlying limiting belief, and I'll talk about that in another video, that causes them to consistently play that role. Now, to change this, the first step is to become the observer. You need to know that the drama cycle is even happening. You need to know that when that friend calls you and says, I can't make my phone bill this month. Do you have $100 I can borrow? I promise I'll pay you back. And you as the rescuer say, but you still haven't paid me back for the last time. And they say, I know, but this time's different, I promise. Okay? That's the victim wanting to pull you in. Or when somebody lashes out at you, that is somebody attempting to start drama with you. Why would they do that? Again, they get validation from being here. They get a spike of stress hormones, which makes them feel good, and so they then want to keep doing that behavior. Why does stress hormones in the drama cycle feel good? Because it's what we are programmed with. And I'll create another video on our stress addiction, but we are addicted to drama and stress. It gives us attention, even if it's negative attention, it still gives us attention. Or when somebody attempts to rescue you. No, just, I'll do everything. You don't do anything. I've got it. No, you go sit and watch TV. I'll do all the cooking and all the dishes. I'll do all the housework. You just sit there. Recognize that they're wanting to rescue you to create the drama cycle. From the observer, once you realize it's happening, you can decide to choose your reaction or your response and become the creator. When you recognize that someone is wanting to pull you in to the drama cycle, you can decide to do something different. You can decide not to play the game. And so when the rescuer says, no, you just sit there and watch TV, you can still go ahead and do the dishes. Or if they then come back to you and say, well, I've done everything, you haven't done anything, you can set the boundary and remind them, I tried to help you and you wouldn't let me. You can tell the victim, you know what, maybe if you can't pay your phone bill, you should stop spending so much money on alcohol. Or I can't help you this time. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to figure this out yourself. I can give you a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad or something else so that you can learn how to save your money and budget your money, but I can't help you. Or you choose not to become the victim of the perpetrator. They lash out at you and you say, you know what? This isn't okay. I'm going to set a boundary, and if you want to be in my life, I'm not going to allow you to treat me this way. You ask yourself, what is the outcome that I want from this situation? And you respond accordingly. That is how you become the creator in your life, as opposed to being dragged into a drama cycle that doesn't serve you or anybody else. If you want more training like this, I have a ton of free training in my Facebook group. Go check it out at www.successsecretsgroup.com.